the camera?
Oh, we're just recording YouTube.
Recording YouTube?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be on YouTube.
All right, what's up, everyone? God is great. Right now, we're parked outside of GNC supplement store, the very spot that I used to work at 5 years ago. Now we're parked outside here in my new Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Thank God. And what we're doing today is we're starting a new YouTube series. So I was thinking about it the other day, and 5 years ago when I used to work at GNC, my cousin Mark was selling life insurance at the time. And every day while I was working in GNC, he would pull up in his BMW, which in Pittsburgh, that was like the craziest car around. So it was a very nice car he would pull up in. And he would just basically come into GNC while I'm working there and recruit me every single day. He'd say, you should get into sales. You'd make more money working in sales. Why are you working at GNC? And he did that for months, honestly, probably years, until I finally was like, you know what? Fine, I'll check it out. But when he would do it, my responses would not be like me considering it. I'd be like, nah, that's a scam. Or nah, I'm good working at GNC and stuff like that. I would say stupid things just because, I don't know, I was just pushing off a good opportunity. So what we're gonna start doing is I'm gonna start by going into GNC and recruiting the cashier, and we're gonna catch their reactions live. I'm sure some people are gonna be super standoffish. Some people might have questions about how it works. Some people might be ready to go and join the team. And we're gonna do this at different stores. We're gonna do GNC, Starbucks, Dick's Sporting Goods. We're gonna go around to different colleges. I'm gonna see if I can get college kids to drop out on the spot and join the sales team. And then eventually we're gonna work our way into recruiting doctors, because what I like to do is let's just compare bank statements. When Mark used to come into GNC, he'd be like, let me see how much you're getting paid. It'd be like $300 every 2 weeks. He'd pull out his phone and be like, here's how much I'm getting paid. Do you want to work with me or you want to keep working here? So I believe this career is a much better opportunity, obviously, than GNC and Starbucks and stuff like that. But truthfully, we make a lot more money than most doctors, probably all doctors. So I'm gonna attempt to recruit some doctors as well, because they might feel like they're doing good, but as a doctor, your income's capped at some point. So I'm gonna go in there at some point this year, compare bank statements with a doctor and be like, hey, if you wanna make a little bit more money, maybe I could teach you how to do that in virtual sales. So stay tuned, subscribe to the page, much more to come. We're gonna go into GNC. They got a sign out front that says, how can we help you? But we're gonna switch it around and we're gonna be helping them get a better career and hopefully change this guy's life. So stay tuned.
Yep. It's that season. Oh.
Never done this. Don't know if we should ask him for his permission to record or not, but Timmy's saying just record it and assume it's good. Good, how are you doing? Let's see, what do we need here?
Good to see you, brother, again. That was the same brother as last time, right?
Were you working here? Yeah. Oh, okay, nice.
Dang.
Ooh, iced coffee protein. Is there caffeine in this?
No.
Is there milk in this? Like dairy?
Well, it's lactose free.
Lactose free.
Yeah.
Lactose free?
Wow, yeah, I might have to get one then.
Oh, this is crazy.
Oh, snap. I'm gonna try a vanilla one in a second. Dang. So this is where you used to work?
Yeah.
They didn't have drinks like that back then, did you?
They didn't have this in Pittsburgh. I'll tell you that. So, brother, are you cool if we get you in a YouTube video?
We're typically not allowed to do that.
Okay.
For whatever reason. I mean,
What if-
as a matter of fact, once they asked me to talk about nutrition, all that, and Hispanic TV station, but the legal department said no, I wasn't allowed.
Okay. What if we pay you a little bit?
Huh?
What if we pay you a little bit?
What kind of video?
Just a quick video of me talking to you about how I used to work here and questions about working here and stuff like that.
Oh man, I would love to, but I have to decline because I know some GNCs get in trouble because instead of posting things on YouTube with the employees, because as a matter of fact, we're not supposed to let anybody take pictures of it inside the store. Personally, I don't care. You guys can do it if you want. Just don't mention us.
Don't mention you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah.
All right. So my question for you is, how long have you worked at GNC?
GNC in general since 2002.
2002.
Yeah.
So 23 years. What's your position at GNC?
Manager.
Just
Yeah, this is a franchise, so I've been working. Yeah, I've been working with him since 2002.
at this location?
Yep.
Do you love it?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you go to college or anything?
Some college. I didn't finish it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to college?
UCF.
So you've been from Florida?
Yeah.
My question for you is, so I used to work at GNC up in Pittsburgh, I worked there for like 2 years and had a cousin who was selling life insurance up in Pittsburgh, and he'd come into GNC every single day.
Okay.
And he would say, hey, you should sell life insurance with me if you don't love what you do, because you could make a lot more money selling life insurance. And I put it off for 2 years, and then I was finally fed up. So I was like, whatever, I'll start selling life insurance. And it changed my life. I made a ton of money doing it. So now I run a team where I try to recruit other people to join the sales team. So my question to you is, would you ever consider getting into sales and leaving GNC?
Probably because the market is a little shaky right now. I think a lot of people in GNC employees have probably considering taking next
Considering
step.
leaving?
Yeah.
So what time do you normally get done with work?
It varies. Like today, I have to take my son to therapy. I'm out of here by 4.
4?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to work evenings?
Depends because my wife works also. So when I get off work, I have to take care of our son so she can work.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you with some information about it, and then if you're interested, let me know. But I'll tell you this. So we sell life insurance, which I don't know if you know how that works. I didn't. Do you know how life insurance works?
My father does. He does it in South America.
He sells in South America. Yeah. Okay, so basically, like, if you were to buy a policy, you'd pay us monthly, and then when you passed away, we'd send a bunch of money to your kid or your wife to help them pay for stuff. So that's what we sell. As far as who we sell to, if you joined our team, we'd give you everybody's name and phone number, so you wouldn't have to find your own leads. We give them to you for free.
Okay.
We give you a script that you read word for word, literally, and we do the sales over Zoom. Have you heard of Zoom?
Yeah.
So like the company that I work for was in-person sales for 70 years. So when my cousin was recruiting me, he was like, yo, you have to go to people's house, which I didn't want to do. But the reason I started is because it switched to Zoom. So he was like, you literally work at home, hop on Zoom. They gave me the people to call and the script to read, and I would just be on Zoom selling them. So that's how it works. And you get to make your own schedule. So like for someone like you, if you wanted to start doing it while you still worked at GNC to see if it's something you like, you could literally just do it in the evenings. Worst comes to worst.
Okay.
If you don't make money, you just don't do it.
Right.
But what a lot of people do is they start in the evenings, make a few sales. You're like, oh snap, I just made $2,000 in a week working from 5 p.m. till 8. And then a lot of people transition into it full time.
Gotcha.
You could have your son right there.
Yeah, literally.
4-year-old, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that.
It'll be
It's good for rapport. You can show the clients, hey, I got a son right here. I got life insurance too. But I'll send you a video on how it works. It'll break it down in more detail. And then if you want to, we run an interview every Monday at 8 p.m. I run it, and then you hop on there. You would have to get licensed. Is there any chance you're licensed to sell life insurance?
No, I don't have license.
Yeah, so that process takes like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Once you're licensed, you get trained up. You could sell if you like it. It could change your life. If you don't like it, there's no contract. You can leave whenever you want.
Sounds good. Yeah.
What's your number? And your name?
Hugo.
Hugo. Hugo?
Last
It's.
name Ochoa. OCHOA.
If you could
I texted you. Hugo, it's Spencer.
You okay?
I'll send you our website. It's just a quick video that breaks it down.
Okay.
But literally, like no joke, you could work just evenings and make an extra 1 to 2K a week pretty smoothly.
How are you doing?
All right, Hugo.
All right.
Thank you for participating.
No, thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Hugo.
Oh, we got to buy this.
Oh yes, I'm gonna get one too.
What's up, everyone? God is great. We just exited the first GNC. As you guys saw, we ran across our boy Hugo. We've actually been to this GNC before. I had my Ferrari and the Cullinan parked right out front. We were filming an ad talking about how I used to work here. And then we went in. So Hugo's seen us before. We made a big scene last time, so he already knows that we're up to something with making money, recruiting people. But to summarize his response, he's been working at GNC for 23 years, 2 years less than how long I've been alive. And I didn't want to ask him how much money he makes because he's a really nice guy and he seemed respectable, and I didn't want to put him in an uncomfortable position where he has to answer something that maybe he's not too confident in. But I remember when my cousin used to ask me, how much money do you make? I'm like, $300 every 2 weeks working at GNC, which I know is not enough to provide for a family the way I wanted to. And Hugo seems like an amazing dude. And he was saying he's got a 4-year-old son. And when he leaves GNC, he watches his son because his wife has to go to work, probably to help them make more money to be able to provide for this kid. So he genuinely would benefit so much from working with us. And chances are, if he went all in, it would probably put him in a position where he could tell his wife, you don't need to work anymore, so you can stay at home all day with our son while he works in virtual sales and makes enough money to provide for everybody above and beyond probably what he's even thinking possible right now. So we'll see if he actually watches the company overview. If you guys want to watch the company overview to learn more about what we do, how we get leads, how you get paid, the link's going to be in the description of this video. And just like I told Hugo, if you want to join the team, schedule an interview with the link that I just texted him. We run an interview every Monday at 8 p.m. and we look forward to seeing you then. Stay tuned. We're going to the next GNC to recruit the next person. I'm hoping we run across a young gun like me working GNC with no idea what to do with their life, because I can be a little bit more aggressive with just keeping it real, saying you're never going to make enough money working at GNC to do what you want to do, so come join the team right now. And maybe I could show him my bank statements and ask him to compare. But again, I didn't want to put Hugo in that position because he was a really nice guy. But if we do run across someone that's young like me and just working at GNC because they don't know what else to do with their life, we're going to give more aggressive recruiting tactics, because sometimes that's what it takes to help change someone's life. So stay tuned.
He might have to do burpees, coach.
Yeah, literally. What's up, everyone? God is great. We are back at the next GNC location, GNC Midtown Miami. I've been to this one a handful of times. We're gonna go in, check it out, talk to the brother or sister working the desk or the cashier, and hopefully recruit them and change their life. So stay tuned.
DM me sales.
Swipe up sales.
Steps?
Yeah. That was literally a turd in a sock.
Nah, that's bad marketing. That's very bad.
All right, I think it's this way. Oh, Vision Works. This is where I need to go.
Oh, shit.
Oh, snap.
Coach Cates!
Another Sally's Beauty Salon.
Golly. I thought that was the only in the hood.
Oh, man. Shout out to Sally's. You know what? I actually need something from in here. Hair powder.
Oh, yeah.
Might as
Good
well.
stuff. Might have to recruit them, too.
Huh? Honestly. Hey there, how are you? Do you have hair powder, texture, or, powder?
We have it in this right here.
That's literally the brand I wanted. What is this? Wow, what's the other one you have?
And we have also this one in here. This side.
Oh yeah, no, this one's better.
Yeah, that's the best.
For sure. Okay, sweet. All right. This is a nice store.
Very nice.
What do you get from here? Oh man. Good afternoon. Oh, it smells like Subway in here.
What's that?
The smell.
No, but what's with the camera?
Oh, we're just recording YouTube.
Recording YouTube?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be on YouTube, man.
Oh, no YouTube?
No. I don't want to be on there.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
Can you take me out of that, please, man? Erase that.
Yeah, he'll erase that.
No, don't record me. I don't want to be.
All right, guys, so we don't have time to go to the third GNC location because I do have something I have to do at 4. So instead, we're just gonna cold call them, see what they say, try to recruit them through the phone. Here we go.
Good afternoon, GNC.
Hey there, sir, how you doing?
Doing good, sir. How can I help you?
Good, yes, what's your name?
Alex.
Hey, Alex, my name's Spencer. How are you doing?
Doing good, sir.
Good, good. Hey, I was just calling, I actually used to work at GNC, and I recently started selling life insurance, and it's actually going pretty well. So I decided I might as well call GNC and see if the other workers want to sell life insurance as well. So Alex, is there any chance you've ever considered maybe getting into sales?
I'm not interested, but thank you for the reach out.
You're not interested in maybe sales, a work from home opportunity?
No, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Why is that? Oh, hey, I was the same way when I was getting recruited the first time someone asked me. Not interested. That's okay. We'll try him again. We'll try him again for the next video. See if Alex is still working. Hey, what I learned from a mentor once is sometimes people are just resistant. You just got to ask them why. He doesn't even know why. That's why he didn't answer. I said, why are you not interested? They don't even know. Because this is why. The reason people stay poor is because they think every opportunity is a scam. That's a Jeff Bezos quote. So he probably thought that was a scam. Meanwhile, it was really a genuine opportunity where genuinely I was trying to call him and help him. And if he would have just taken it more serious and considered it, he might be the next 6 to 7 figure earner. But you know, some people just, as soon as there's an opportunity that's presented that's out of the ordinary, they just get defensive and say something like that, not interested. Why? No answer, hang up. Can't even give you a reason why they're not interested. It is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but how are you not interested if you work at GNC? And I can only say that because I've worked at GNC and it's miserable. You make no money. There's no growth opportunity there. There's no vision for a good future. So why would you not be interested in another opportunity where you get to make your own schedule, which you don't get to do at GNC. You get to choose how much you get paid, which you don't get to do at GNC. You get to be surrounded by good coworkers who want to push you mentally, physically, and spiritually, which you don't get at GNC. And there's room for growth where you can make as much money as you possibly want and be able to provide for a family, retire your wife, retire your mother. You can't do that at GNC. So when I call you with an opportunity to get into sales, what would make you possibly say you're not interested without even asking a question about, well, what are we selling? How's it work? How do you get leads? How do you get paid? How much money could I make? Instead of asking good questions, you just automatically say you're not interested. That doesn't make sense to me. So if you're watching this, don't be that person that hears about an opportunity and automatically gets defensive and says you're not interested. Because like Jeff Bezos says, poor people stay poor because they think every opportunity is a scam. Don't think everything's a scam. Scam stands for still confused about money, which is okay. If you're confused, just ask questions. I was confused too before I got into sales. I didn't understand how people were making so much money. I thought it was a scam myself until I started asking questions. Well, how does it work? What do you sell? How do you get paid? Where do you get leads? How much money can I expect to make? How much money do you make? How is it possible to make that much money? And when you start asking questions and you start hearing the truth, you start to understand. And when you understand, you're no longer confused. And then when you're not confused about money, you won't think it's a scam. And when you don't think every opportunity is a scam, like Bezos says, you won't stay poor. But you'll stay poor if you think every good opportunity is a scam. So that's it for today. We went into the GNC up the street. I think Hugo's eventually, honestly, going to come around, at least work with us part-time, see if we can't change his life, help him provide for his son, his 4-year-old son and his wife. Brother at the GNC there, Alex, or whatever his name was, he was not having it, but it is what it is.
Taxed.
And Alex at the other GNC wasn't having it for today, but we will definitely be calling him back and paying him an in-person visit, so stay tuned for that. Because I think once we can get in front of him and really explain how it works, if he's a wise man, he would at least consider it. Or if he's happy doing what he's doing, that's perfectly okay too. We don't want to recruit anyone out of what they're doing if they're not, if you're happy doing what you're doing, you're happy with your income, you're happy with your schedule, you're happy with the growth opportunities within the career you're at, we don't want you on our team because we want you to stay happy. But if you're not happy with your income, not happy with your schedule, not happy with your coworkers or anything like that, we do want to recruit you because we want to make you happy with those things. I'm very happy with those things in this virtual sales career, but I was not happy with those things working at GNC. And I'm so glad someone aggressively recruited me because I like to be happy with my situation and not unhappy. So if you're unhappy with your situation, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So you'll be unhappy with your situation the rest of your life if you don't make a change. You have to make a change, and the change could be joining virtual sales so you can be happy with your work situation. And if that's the case, click the link in the description of this video. We run an interview every Monday night at 8 p.m. and I look forward to seeing you then. God is great. We'll see you soon.